I'm going to take you on a journey through my struggles with mental health. It's a bit of a hard topic to cover, and so content warning, elements of depression will come up in this conversation today. So if this type of content is a bit sensitive for you, feel free to skip this video. I'll start off by going through my struggles with depression. Back through uni, I was first diagnosed with chronic depression about halfway through, roughly around my second or third year. At the time, I was studying mechatronics engineering, computer science, and a diploma of Japanese. I really didn't know what I wanted to do at uni. I wanted to do everything, and I thought for some reason doing research in Japan on robotics would be pretty cool. Obviously, I was doing way too much. I have a history of doing way too much, and halfway through my uni degree, I just struggled. I stopped attending classes, I started failing some subjects, and life got just a little too hard for me. So I fell into my first bout of chronic depression. I went through some therapy to help me get through that, and but since I've been living in Sydney for 8 years, I've had minor relapses back into that cycle. Now, I haven't really fallen back into the chronic depression cycle, but I have gotten close to it. So, if you are struggling with your mental health during these tough times, feel free to reach out and get support and do whatever you need to help you survive. This video is a reflection on how the pandemic has impacted my mental well-being. Blogging about mental health is one of the things I've done the most frequently on my blog. I actually have blog posts. This is the most consistent thing I tend to write about. I find journaling and reflecting on my mental well-being helps me get my thoughts together so that I can try to improve the situation or the mindset that I'm in. So this first blog post was back in 2015, and I do consistently write about this topic. I have just published a new blog today on some of my mental health reflections as well, and where I'm feeling today in terms of mindset wise. I did do a mental health check in with myself back in June as well, and it was just like an internal monologue of some of the internal conversations that I was having with myself at the time. I was really struggling with my sleep in June, and this was really impacting my mood. So I got my bloods done and had a chat to my GP. Because I've also had weight loss surgery, sometimes I can have absorption issues when it comes to getting the right amount of nutrients. And there are a lot of nutrients out there that are associated with a poor sleep cycle. But no, it's just one of the things in May and June. I was just really struggling to switch my mind off at the end of the day. The working from home and the stress from the pandemic just meant at the end of the day, I wasn't able to switch off and I would just lay up in bed, just thinking about a whole bunch of random things. Sometimes it's good things, sometimes it's bad things. The only thing is, I just couldn't switch my mind off. I've been taking some melatonin to help, and that's helping me get to sleep more consistently. And my doctor basically told me to go for morning walks because getting that morning sun can really help reset that melatonin cycle too. So there's a bunch of things you can do from a nutrition point of view that might be able to help in your situation. But I had to have a doctor tell me, hey, you should go for a morning walk before I took it seriously. So now I've incorporated a morning coffee back into my morning routine because it helps me get out of my house when I'm working from home. So overall, my sleep is feeling better now, but I've been overcome with sensations of feeling really bored. I get a lot of my energy for work and motivation from interacting with people. And when there's only so much that online conversations can fulfill. So I've been missing a sense of connectedness with people. And it's making it hard for me to engage at work. I'm feeling a little bored and I'm just experimenting with things just to try and connect with people. That was some of the motivation behind why I did the career coaching session and my career tips, because I really enjoy adding value to other people's lives, and I've been bored sitting at home. I played enough Animal Crossing and I didn't want to sit around playing video games anymore. So I tried to figure out what's something I can do to help other people out there. But I have been struggling with my mental health and general well-being and engagement during this whole pandemic. Kind of reminds me of this book I recently read by Pradeep Soundararajan. Is called Buddha in Testing. It's Finding Peace in the Chaos. And I interviewed Pradeep a little while ago, and I really enjoyed the interview. We actually had a really good conversation on spirituality and being Zen in the whole process of being involved with all the chaos in testing. I really enjoyed the interview. One of the things as a mobile app tester, I've been on a team at Insight Timer, and I never thought I would get the opportunity as a software tester to work on a meditation app. So I'm feeling like I really should try to get back into some of these practices. Maybe it'll help me feel a stronger sense of calm, or maybe just get on top of some of this anxiety that I'm experiencing with all of this stress of stuff that's happening in society at the moment. I think I might also reach out to some counseling services as well. So I just wanted to let you know you're not the only one if you are struggling with your mental well-being. It is a stressful time, and feel free to reach out if this has resonated with you, or share stories of some things that have helped or maybe haven't helped. I'd love to hear some of your stories. It is a tough time, and I feel like we all need to try and connect with with people in this challenging time. Thank you.